Fight.
Yo, yo, Super XRP bro, you back like we never left. What's good, y'all? So today we're gonna be talking a little bit about conspiracy theories because all in the news right now. There's controversy. There's a lot of distractions going on, and you know it's hard to figure out what we should be focusing our time on, what we should be focusing our energy and attention to my bro Kai Wizzle. What's good? How you been during all this like controversy?
I'm feeling the weight of the world on my consciousness, but I'm taking care of my mental health while staying in solidarity with, our oppressed brothers and sisters out there.
Yeah, sure. Could you give us like a little rundown of what's going on? I mean, everyone knows, but just for our topic.
Yeah, this is the end of the first week of June. We are going through a pandemic with the COVID-19. And there's also a lot of protests going around in the world for social justice.
Yep.
And what else is going on in the world? And yeah, all the regular bullshit that we go through day to day, right? Because every day is kind of a conspiracy.
Yeah, I'm saying. About right now, the biggest thing going on is after the unjust killing of George Floyd and, the struggle right now that the black community and people of color are having against police brutality. Um, you know what? This is hard. It's hard to like talk about this.
Yeah, it is really hard to talk about this. And we know you guys tune in because this is the XRP channel. And we just want to let you guys know that sometimes when there's so many things going on at the same time, there's got to be something that they're hiding underneath. Let's be real. There's always something going on behind the scenes. COVID was making headlines. And at the same time, the Pentagon was releasing, information about UFOs.
Yep.
That's real news. They're saying, yes, they exist. And nobody cares about it because, well, we're in a pandemic. So what are they doing? They're shifting the focus onto something that affects us immediately while putting the news out there underneath. It's just not the focus. They're using all of these real world events to distract us from other things that are going on to push, hidden agendas.
Exactly. And when people are gathering all these big conspiracy theories because these giant catastrophic events are happening in our history, like 9/11, the base conspiracy for it is about oil. It's always about money or something. There's always something about, there's some reason why they're hiding this information about us. And it's usually because we want oil, we want money, or something happened. We're trying to cover something up. We're trying to cover up aliens. Just, in the analogy you talked about earlier, we have this great global pandemic, and this happens all of a sudden during the time that the statute of limitation ends on censorship that the government can have on, UFO, FBI, and CIA documents. They have to be released because they're public information, but they want to hide it under the rug, and they don't want to give news channels like CNN the opportunity to talk about these things because there are more other quote unquote pressing news to follow rather than maybe there was a UFO in the sky. So, with today's conspiracies, what do you really think they're trying to cover up?
I think that they are trying to cover up the Great Reset. It's an economic reset. And basically, as XRP investors, we believe that XRP is at the center of this Great Reset and might possibly be the new world reserve currency. And with all the things going on right now, they're keeping the masses distracted from this news because if you just dig a little bit deeper, you're going to find out the new world reserve is probably going to be digital. And it's not going to be Bitcoin. And if it's not Bitcoin, it's got to be something else, right? And it's going to be pretty easy and clear to find out that one of the top 10 coins might be the world reserve currency. Then you open an account, buy up whichever coin you believe to be, and then there's less for the banks and the governments of the world to buy up from the public markets. And if this theory that we have plays out the way we want it to, a lot of people are going to create a lot of wealth for themselves. And I think that the powers that be don't want too many people to catch in. There's probably about 2 million different XRP wallets right now. And yes, XRP is the coin we believe to be the new world reserve, right? That's the big speculation right now. So if each wallet is owned by an individual person, you got a shot at making a big wave of millionaires and even trillionaires, because the top 10 wallets, man.
Do you
And
think those top 10 wallets are like these people are probably already millionaires, right?
they're probably already billionaires. I'm pretty sure Bezos has one of the top wallets.
Yeah, no doubt. Like the rich are getting richer through this. Like there's this opportunity for economic wealth, but it's not meant for us. It's not meant for your average people like you and me. But the opportunity is there. It's just not in plain sight. It's not obvious. Would you agree with that?
Hell yeah. And that's why I said before, if they let this news out and if the main focus was a global reset, people would dig a little bit deeper. Like, how can I capitalize on this reset? And before the riots and the protests started happening, a lot of people were sharing like really, really bullish sentiment. Like, I've seen quotes on Instagram like, never let a crisis go to waste, right? Oh, people are catching on. So COVID wasn't enough. And so, the sick thing is that they chose a very, very fucking sensitive topic to distract the masses with, because people were getting smart in quarantine.
hmm But I mean, they chose an effective topic. If we're playing devil's advocate, like if their choice was to stir up controversy and bring back fear back into our streets, instead of how we were all fearful during the first couple months of coronavirus, but then after that, I just started to feel normal. People were beginning to improve themselves and think about where they are in their lives and how they could use this opportunity to access more, digital skills and digital assets. And then we see this. We see protests breaking out, riots breaking out, and people aren't as concerned with their own well being and their own personal thought. And they're all just kind of riddled right now with fear, anxiety, and while all this is happening, there's a bunch of undercover shit going on underneath the rug. Like, that the UN released a website calling the need for like a new world order called the UN New World Order. Like, bro,
I had no idea.
they got like a website. It's crazy. And like, there's the UN New World Order. The IMF is all like, yo, we need a global reset. Like, our world economics need to be shifted. And like, they're only saying this to like, these people who are on like economist.com, like rich white people,
Yeah.
this shit doesn't happen on CNN. And like, that's like kind of the unfortunate part. Like, the only like reason we have news channels like CNN and shit, and like I should say CNN a lot because it's like just easy to say, and it's like the only one I know. And like there's like Fox News and stuff, and they're all propaganda.
You're down two syllables. I get you.
Yeah, like it's really easy.
Uh,
No, like exclusive hate on CNN. Like I hate all news channels. Like it's probably all the same.
yeah, they're all controlled opposition. Like CNN and Fox are best friends.
Yeah, you seen that video, right? Of like, uh, they're like someone put in unison like different clips of like news channels.
And they're all saying the same thing, not to trust social media.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets.
Yo, that shit's fucked. Like, you really can't trust these news channels. Like, I remember in college, right? I took political science. It was when Donald Trump was getting elected, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there's the proliferation of fake news," and they're telling us like can't trust like these certain news channels, but Like these news channels you can't trust, you know? And that's like the liberal propaganda that my college was telling us, you know? They're like, you can trust these news channels. These are verified sources. If you use other news channels, like you're not crediting like a valid source. So like your score would be different, you know? Like you're not getting graded the same way because
Yeah,
you chose like a different source. But like then that video gets released and it's like, bro, what fucking source can I trust? You know? Like this all just seems like propaganda. Like CNN, Fox News, like it's you're exactly right. They're brothers, you know? They chillin'.
they're all probably owned by the same guy at the end of the day. Same board of people.
Same media company telling them which like what news to share, what position to have, and like that's how they stir shit up, you know?
Yeah, I want to say one thing real quick to shed some light on what you just said.
Word.
The only source that you can trust is your intuition. Everyone's got it, whether they realize it or not. Your intuition will never lie to you because your intuition comes from the source of all things. And like, I can't say I had the same experience as you, right? Like in college, and like, they're making you do all these things, and like, they penalize you for not doing what they tell you. Like, yo, I'm a fucking high school dropout, and my intuition always told me I shouldn't be doing anything that I don't want to do.
Yeah, bro. I feel that.
And like now I'm here on a podcast with my brother, and we talking some real shit, and we're doing things for ourselves. Like you don't have to do anything that doesn't sit right inside your stomach,
Yo,
And I hope our viewers, our listeners really take that to heart, because I speak from experience, and you can only trust your own instincts.
Yo, I'm saying, bro, and like it's good. Like we're brothers. We have different life paths, but we both ended up here doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Like it doesn't matter if we went to college or not. Like I'm fucking unemployed right now. Like fuck college. Like I never once was able to find like a political science job. Like fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's
fucking
just
crazy, man. And
there's
now,
no political science factories out there, man. Like what do we do?
yeah, the machine is broken. There is no machine anymore. It's all internet.
It's all internet, bro. So right now, like, cause bringing it back to XRP, our economy's like fucked right now.
Yeah.
Like there are 40 million people unemployed right now, or some shit like that, and I think a lot of people were looking at XRP or cryptocurrency and they're thinking like, oh, we'll see adoption in like 10 years or something, but shit is happening now, right?
Yep.
And right now we have Joe Biden and Donald Trump. We have like two kind of weird candidates for president. I'll say the word weird as to not offend anyone for their
Yeah.
political choices, like,
Yeah. There
but
you
they're
go.
distinct. They're distinct and weird choices. And I think what it comes down to right now is gonna be, racial politics and economics. Like, who's gonna help people during Black Lives Matter? Because right now, Donald Trump hasn't been too kind on like protesters and rioters, but Joe Biden has also made some weird fucking sentiments about like, instead of shooting people in the heart, cops should shoot them in the leg. Like, dude, I don't think that's the that's the issue here, man.
Yeah. There are two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, and because they're both kind of like racist old white people,
Yeah.
it's really gonna come down to who's gonna save our economy and how are they gonna save our economy. And I don't see any other way that come November someone's gonna help save our economy without like digital currency, without taking in the $1 trillion market that XRP can tap into and using that money by connecting with governments and like using the money that we save to make better expenditures in our government.
Yep.
But I feel like something has to happen like around election time. Maybe it happens like a year later, but something has to happen or someone has to talk about it, which is gonna make shit boom.
Yeah. I think it's definitely going to happen. I think the people who are saying it'll happen in like 5 to 10 years, they're all YouTubers, they're all influencers on social media, and they don't want to sound like they're pushing too much hopium on the people because they want subscribers. This is their hustle, right? But that's why in the video I recorded, I put out a price prediction based on, my theory, and I really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, who cares what other people think? And that's the thing. Like, your reality is definitely your own. There's definitely a collective consciousness as well. And the thing
Mhm.
is that if we can be part of that collective that manifests by speaking well about it and manifests it fast, and you use that magic word, bro, now. Things are gonna happen now. Things are always happening now. And then eventually you're not going to be able to buy into XRP because it's at 20 cents right now, but at a later now, it might be $20,000. And you're going to wish you bought in at this now instead of a later now. Does that make sense?
Yo, that makes complete sense. Can I say something about price predictions, bro?
Yeah.
If you don't have a price prediction, what the fuck are you doing? Like, like it doesn't make sense to me. How are you gonna know when you want to fucking exit the market? How are you gonna know when you're gonna be happy? You know,
Hell yeah.
if you if you don't have a price prediction, then the minute XRP hits $1 and you don't think like you didn't predict it'll go anywhere else, then boy, you're fucked. Like,
Exactly.
once it hits $1 and then they trick everyone into fucking selling all their XRP, you're gonna be the loser that lost out, bro.
Yeah. You're going to be like, oh, yo, I sold it. I sold my whole stack and I got 10 racks now. But, you know, 1 year later, I could have had 2 billion or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild. And we're gonna hear stories like that. And those stories are gonna come from the people who are always so unsure and always commenting on these XRP influencers YouTube videos. Like, oh, when moon. It's like moon is now. Moon is always now. Everything is now.
Yeah, I'm saying like everything's right now, and if you don't predict your price, you're never gonna manifest yourself at that price range. You're gonna manifest yourself in that limbo. You're always gonna be confused. You'll miss out or you'll sell at a low price. But if you hold strong, then you'll manifest that reality when you're in the
When you're
hodler's
in
reality.
alignment with that version of yourself at that correct moment in time.
Yeah, bro. We probably got to do like a separate episode connecting like the concept of like law of attraction and thought into,
Yeah,
investing and
investing. Yeah,
shit.
yeah, we're on it. We're on the same page. Because that last video that I recorded, the solo vid, it took about like 27 tries, man. It was crazy, right? And
27, beautiful.
yeah, yeah. One of them, I started going into law of attraction, and like I explained that I didn't come into crypto because I saw crypto and it was the hypest thing. It was all alignment. Like, I used the law of attraction because I kept affirming myself as a millionaire before it happened, right? And I just went down this YouTube rabbit hole while, practicing my own practice, my movement practice, my breaking. And then I just found, videos on cryptocurrency. And I was like, oh, yeah, I already have a blog that's, connected to Brave, and like I'm getting rewards from Brave browser, but I never went deep into the space. And then I found a video, and then I did my own research and I went all in. And the only answer was XRP. Like, every other buy, it didn't make sense. Like, I looked at Ethereum and I'm like, okay, but what's Ethereum really gonna do?
Ethereum's good, but Ethereum's slow. Like they have
Ethereum is
use
not for
cases.
payments.
It's not
Ethereum
for payments.
is not for payments. That's the thing. And the thing is that XRP is for payments. And what is money? We paying each other with money. That's the whole point of money. And that's why XRP is the answer. People don't
Yeah,
understand that though.
if you're trying to make money, if you're trying to find the next hot investment, it it's an XRP. And I'm not saying like a quick investment. This is definitely something that people have been like holding on to for a bit now, but it's definitely the next biggest investment. Like other coins are gonna shoot up, but not like Bitcoin shot up. This is the next Bitcoin. This is the next Apple. This is the next peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Peanut butter jelly sandwich. You a clown, bro. Yo. But yeah, and you already know, like XRP is so well connected. Like Amazon Web Services runs a node on the XRP ledger. Like they run a validator. And so does the SEC. And people can't take that information.
Wait, bro. The SEC is
Yeah.
validating a node.
Yes, the SEC is validating a node while they're in court with the
That's
SEC.
that has to be a conflict of interest. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I'm just like, this makes no sense. Like, the lawsuit is to distract you guys. You know what I mean? And it's your job, if you found this video, to do your own research, keep doing your research, and make the best possible decision for yourself. Because if you're listening to this, you're already in the space or you're thinking about getting in the space. Like, what are you doing, man? Get to it. Keep using the law of attraction. Affirm the life that you want to be. Become the person you want to be financially, right? And open your eyes to the opportunity. There's real opportunity here. And like, you can invest in other coins, right? Like let's take Stellar for example, right? Stellar is the other option. It's like if you're looking at payments, it's either Stellar or XRP, right? And I think Stellar is going to win too, but it's not going to be as big as XRP because Stellar is nonprofit. So, do you want to make nonprofit money or do you want to make institutional money? Because those are the respective markets they're going after. And I don't know about you, but nonprofit don't sound like profit to me. No money, man.
Damn, bro. That was groundbreaking. Non-profit don't sound like profit.
Yeah, man, it's not. It's definitely like nonprofit. They make profit, but it's not big money.
It's not. It's not, bro.
Tax breaks. It's just tax breaks and all that shit. It ain't shit. Yo, you want to have institutional money, pay your taxes if you got to, whatever, man. Like the risk reward ratio is just so great in XRP. Like I highly recommend it. Not financial advice. We're not financial advisors, but this is 90% of my portfolio. And I'm pretty sure it's a big chunk of your portfolio too, right, bro?
Hell yeah, but yo, I've actually begun, diversifying a little more because these unemployment checks coming in and like I paid off some shit, like I have like a steady savings now for now until like I stop getting unemployment money, but so now I'm like throwing that money into like some investments. Like I got a good chunk of change in XRP. I got it in my Cool Wallet S,
Yeah,
safekeeping, looks sleek, I won't lose it. It's chill.
yeah,
Like a USB, I might throw that shit away.
yeah. The fucking what's it called? Ledger Nano.
Yeah, the Nano or a Treasure, like your mom might throw that shit away. Like, like
It
don't,
looks like
I
the
don't trust
Trevor
it,
looks like
bro.
a Tamagotchi, bro.
No, I'm saying like it was like something from the year 2000. Like
But
we don't need that. But yeah, I begun diversifying, and I actually came to the same conclusion that like that dude Tika Tawari came to
yeah,
on like the number one pick, and it's on Engine Coin. And it's not like the next like payments processor. It taps into a different market, and the market is actually gaming.
yeah, yeah. I've
And
heard great things about Engine.
yeah, so Engine Coin, like it's cheap right now. It's probably the same price as XRP. So it's definitely gonna be a safe investment because they have the technology coming out. Video games are one of like the biggest industries, and just the other day, Flipside Crypto released information that gamers were making, like not just the game companies but gamers, by playing games, are making money by playing blockchain games, and last year they made $20 million total.
Whoa, what blockchain
And
game are they playing?
yeah, they're playing Crypto Kitties, but there's like a bunch coming out right now, And like this is a like, and I'm writing these articles for Illich Tech, no doubt. Don't worry.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna like do these videos, and those are probably gonna be like my solo videos. Talk a little bit about XRP. Talk about like the gaming coins, and like get our gaming piece in there.
yeah. Yo, that's gonna be
Uh,
hot.
yeah, but Enjin, right? They're basically like if you played Maple Story, you played Maple Story, right?
Yeah.
Of course, we played
Oh,
Maple Story. And say you buy like not even NX, right? But say you have like a hot item like a 10 attack work glove, right?
yeah.
You could only sell it on Maple Story, but using like
Engine
with
has
like
their own marketplace, right?
yeah, well, it started on Ethereum. It started on Ethereum, and Ethereum has crypto kitties where all this money is going, right?
Yeah.
20 million went into the Ethereum market on the CryptoKitties game, but Ethereum's just so slow. The game is like, it's not that fun to play on it because every action, like you sign your actions, right? And like you have to make the digital signature, and it's slow because Ethereum takes a long time. But Engine is changing that by making the same thing that Ethereum has. They have like the ability to make these assets, the 10 attack work glove, a token. And this token you can put in your wallet in exchange for the main cryptocurrency like Ethereum. So
Mm, tokenization of assets. That's
tokenization of in-game currency. It's genius.
yeah, that's so dope.
But here's why Engine is the top pick and why like if you got some money, throw some into Engine coin.
Yeah.
They partnered with the NBA. So, and like
Mm,
they're gonna be able to sell NBA moments, like someone getting like a nasty steal in like 2008, you know,
yeah.
and like you can own that play, and you can have like unique ownership of that, and it's like having like it's the next generation of baseball cards, basketball cards,
Yeah. Moments.
and moments, and it's exactly what Gary V is all about, but it's one step further. It's one step ahead of Gary V, and that's why, like, I think that's a great fucking pick.
Yeah. What do you think about Gary Vee? You think he's kind of a distraction because everything's kind of moving towards blockchain and he's still telling people to be entrepreneurs? Because I'm kind of thinking that right now. His following's way too big and people always asking him questions. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think he's not pushing blockchain enough because it's just not his space.
Yeah.
It's not his space. He's not in that market. But like, because he's not in that market, like, I think people lose out.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna lose out on that, and that's gonna be one of those things Gary Vee says, like, "Yo, I should have done this. Like, I apologize." And you're right, he could be the disinformation, but fuck it, we are the information. We giving you guys that sweet knowledge.
Yeah. That's tight. I looked up Engine and I heard about it, but I just haven't thrown any money into it because I'm such a XRP shill. But I put money into VeChain. VeChain's one of my other picks, and I actually just cashed out and converted it to XRP because VeChain's topped out. The
Yeah,
like
I,
beautiful.
I was I was thinking about getting into VeChain. The thing about VeChain is like they have like integration in WeChat, right?
Yeah,
They have WeChat integration, and like it's all like it's cool in China and shit. But like, all right, if it's already in WeChat, then that's as much publicity as it's fucking gonna get.
well,
Like,
but they have an actual product, a physical product, bro. Like because they're in the business of supply chain, right? So like, do you know that part about it? Should I
no,
go into
no,
it a little bit? All right.
go
So
for it.
VeChain solves like the supply chain issue, right? So this works really well in this time because you want to know where everything that you bought came from. And they have like a partnership with they're doing trials with like Walmart, right? And I'm pretty sure Amazon's going to get in on it too. That way you know exactly where your products are coming from. But every product is going to have a QR code on it and then you're going to see every step it took on the map from its
Okay, that's pretty dope.
production creation. Yeah, and think about it. Like, I don't think it's very unlikely that next to barcodes for in store, we're gonna have QR codes for supply chain, and then that way you
It's
trust
easy.
what you're getting. Yeah, you trust what you're getting. You know where like your food is gonna come from, where your wine is gonna come from, making sure it's not coming from Wuhan. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Okay.
it's
Wait. So
it's
why are you selling?
why am I selling? Because it's topped out. And honestly, like something like that, like I'm waiting for another dip because I'm pretty sure that this XRP adoption can be any day now. And I want that bag stacked as high as I can. Like I'm hella hodling. And the thing about B chain is that, it's just one of those coins that I'm using. It's what I'm taking profit from. It's what I'm, experimenting with trading from because I've never really like done the whole trading thing, but I'm doing it with my other bags. But XRP I'm not touching because, that's like owning a part of the internet of value. That's crazy.
That's saving. That's your savings account.
Exactly. That's my future. But
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll put in some V chain. Hold on to it. For like that long term profit in like 5 years or some shit. Once
Yeah.
once stores decide to start printing QR codes on like food labels and shit.
Hell yeah. No, do it before because if you do it when it gets there, you're too late, right?
Oh yeah. No doubt.
Just like with XRP. Yo, if you guys wait for regulation and adoption, you're too late. Like most of it is locked away in escrow. There's pre-allocation theories and all that shit. Whatever's on the retail markets, that's all you can get, man. That's your chance to buy in. This is why it's a money-making opportunity. And if you miss out, you miss out. And
Yo,
you probably end up working for someone who made a company with their XRP profits, like me.
that's
Manifesting,
what we're saying.
affirming, manifesting.
Don't miss out. Don't let everything that's going on in the world distract you from, working on yourself, from manifesting, from figuring out what you want in this world and how you can obtain it for yourself.
Yeah,
And don't let all the news and fear in the media distract you thinking that the world's gonna end, like stores like riots and looting, they make it seem like the economy's gonna end, the world's gonna end, everything's gonna go to shit, but they're not telling you, oh, we have a solution for this already.
yeah.
like like
They're also
we're
not telling you they have insurance. Like it don't matter. That's why Target don't give a fuck.
Exactly, they got insurance. Looting is fine. Like they're gonna make that money back. It's cool.
Yes, definitely. Yo, don't let this info loop, this information keep your vibration down. Because the higher you vibe, the better moments, outcomes, abundance you attract to yourself. And like all the news, it's meant to keep your vibration low. That's keeping you in fear. Fear is a low vibrating emotion, right? It's showing that you're in fight or flight, and you're only thinking about survival. What you have to do is acknowledge that it's there, do what you can to help out people as best as you can, clear your conscience, and then stay focused on your goal. And your goal is to invest in your best possible outcome.
Exactly. Invest in your best possible outcome. Don't be afraid of what the media is showing you right now. All these stores are, blockading their stores, boarding them up, and that just means more and more and sooner and faster that things are going digital. Our economy, everything, it's all going online. It's all going to happen digitally. And that's why you got to invest in XRP.
Yep. Just saying. Jeff Bezos got richer during Corona. And you know what? Amazon Web Services runs a node on the XRP ledger.
Yeah, if you want to eat like Jeff Bezos, get yourself some XRP because he got himself some, bro.
Yeah. Not financial advice, but just do it anyways.
Hell yeah. Especially after Brad said, "Yo, I'm trying to be like the Amazon of crypto." Like, all
Yeah,
right, then Jeff must have heard that shit and would have been like, "I let me,"
definitely.
like he looked at this shit and he's like, "I he's right." Like,
Yeah. It might even be more personal than that. Brad used to be the CEO of AOL, you know, and AOL, Amazon, early internet like companies and stuff like that. Yo, they're all homies. They're part of the powers that be, and they're
all these white people know each other.
yeah. Oh, let me say one thing about 𝙗𝚜𝚅 because you brought him up.
Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
all right. So in that
Is he
video
white?
where what's up?
Is he white?
No, 𝙗𝚜𝚅, he's like Indian, bro.
Alright, I'm like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not a white name, but
yeah,
like,
yeah. No, Tika is Indian. He's definitely Indian because you know I showed the video to my wife and my wife is Pakistani. Same shit as Indian, right? Yo,
yeah.
not trying to offend any of you guys. Come on, like you know, I'm married to one of you guys. All right, like I know. It's just a religious divide. Anyways, in that London Real video where you know he was being interviewed by Brian Rose, and you know he tries to sell you the 5 picks, right? But then you know it gets leaked by all the crypto YouTubers. He talks about him being at Davos, right? The World Economic Forum.
Okay.
He was at Davos, right? And the only CEO of, you know, a crypto company that was there was Brad Garlinghouse. But XRP was not on his top 5 lists. And do you know why?
He's
NDA.
trying to stack that bag.
Yeah, he's trying to
Oh,
back that back. He's not allowed to put anything in his portfolio. And this is how you're going to save yourselves $2,500, people. Like, yo, it's just XRP. Like, Brad was there. He knows what's up. Okay, because he's part of that clique. Tika says he was there, but XRP is not on his list. It's NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. And he even said in the video, like, I don't own any of these 5 coins. Yeah, because he owns the one that his homie at Davos was there with. He owns XRP. And he's not going to sell it to you because he's part of the powers that be. Do your own research, put all the pieces together, because I literally just put that piece together maybe 2 days ago. And I wanted to make a video about it, and this was the perfect time to shoot that point in.
hell yeah, bro. No, that makes perfect sense. Like it's on the internet. You could read anywhere, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Brad Garlinghouse was there. He was at this economic forum, the only crypto company representative there for any crypto company. Does that not shock nobody? Like,
They got to stay in the world's money, man. And, you know, why do you invest in crypto? Like a lot of people, like, you know, Hash Hoshi and stuff, they like he believes in the technology and he's a fucking nerd, right? But yo, everyone else, we just trying to make money off a premature market. That's it.
yep. Remember, like, yo, you're gonna be telling all your friends, like, hate to say I told you so, guys, but
Yeah. Yo, I told all my friends, not one person said, yo, help me with this shit. Nah, man. That's why we make a podcast because we trying to help people.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
We made this podcast today to kind of fight against disinformation and the distraction that everything was going for in the news and media. And us, this podcast, we're the right information. We're at least trying to lead you in the right direction of the right information, which is source, the internet. Go find your shit for yourself. Look inside, see what feels right to you, what resonates with your state of mind and your ideals.
Beautifully said, bro. I couldn't have put it better.
You got anything else for this topic?
No, just you know, last minute like disclaimer, disclosure shit. Yo, all the thoughts expressed in this podcast were from our own individualized points of consciousness. So none of this can be taken as financial advice, but we really do hope that you found value in this podcast.
Hell yeah.
Subscribe, share it with your friends, and if you guys have any more ideas for like different topics or videos, you know, leave it down in the comments below.
Beautifully said. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yo, I used to make fun of Mario's voice all the fucking time. Gotta keep doing
Hell
it.
yeah. I'm gonna put that shit in there, no doubt.